What's up, everyone? Is this what it is? And I'm your host, Gunvid. Yes. So yeah, real quick. Young Thug called me N-word. He called me N-word on his new song named Ninja. It's on his new gay album. So yeah, he called me N-word, so that's why I called him Hindu. Because he knows and he believes he's a rat. So that's why. Yeah, if you listen to the song, it's called Ninja. He called me N-word, so that's why I call him Hindu. And if you're Hindu and you're offended by that, I said it. I was like, oh, there's nothing wrong with being Hindu. So, if you want to get offended for me stating facts about what you believe, that you or your relatives used to be rats, and, therefore, you are what you used to be. So, yeah, that's what you believe, so don't get mad at me. And even if you do, so what? So what? So yeah, there's that. And then next topic. There's a song called City of Demons on Instagram by this rapper. His name is Bethel. Right? And he, it's kind of a cool song, if you're from New York City, that song, you could really kind of understand it more. Because it's if you're from anywhere, pretty much, you can understand it. But, that song is real New York. But I'm not going to shout him out because a lot of people probably didn't hear it. But he had a song called The Truth. And even that name is kind of shady now that I'm thinking about it. Now that I think about it, that name is kind of shady because of what he said on the song. I think it's on that song called The Truth. He was saying some shit about, I think he was saying something like talking to a girl, and he's like, oh yeah, let's have fun or something before I become a legend and I get hit with accusations that's alleged. And then he goes, shh. So I'm like, what accusations are you talking about? It sounds like he's trying to pause. He's trying to get ahead of something. Like he's trying to give his statement before he gets hit with a lawsuit. And I said, that sounds mad fucking, I don't like the word sus, but it sounds sus because, right, I'm not making any accusations, but you got this swag, even your clothes and your whole demeanor, you got this swag of someone that's not allowed within 500 feet of certain places. I'm not going to say exactly what, but you know what I mean. Look, right, you got the swag of someone that's not allowed within 500 feet of a school. And you could decipher that. I'm not gonna. What I'll say? You have the swag of a fucking pedophile, bro. And that shit that you said on that song, bro. You might as well stop trying to be famous at this point, because what the fuck was that even, nigga? And the way you said shh. Now there's a similarity between you and the singer called Dead, D4VD. The guy who's fucking in a relationship with a 13-year-old that was missing and then ended up found dead and fucking they only found her head and her torso or whatever. And she had a matching tattoo with the singer Dead that said shh. So, you have the fucking swag of that guy. So, before I heard that song, The Truth, I was, I was kind of like rooting for you. I was like, man, maybe you want to see this artist perform at Madison Square Garden, because the City of Demons song was, you spit the truth on that song. You was like, oh yeah, mental health reasons, financial reasons, whatever you said. But it's like, bro, you got the fucking, what the fuck are you doing in your videos, bro? Pause. He'll like have his back leaning against like a rail, and then he'll like slide down 2 steps and be like, whoa. So yeah, you fucking, your fans are gonna be going, whoa, when you get hit with that alleged lawsuit that you're trying to fucking get in front of. I don't know, but that's fucking suspicious, bro. That's suspicious. You got the swag of people who aren't fucking allowed within 500 feet of places where kids are. So yeah, don't make any more songs, bro. Why the fuck would you even say some shit like that, bro? It's because you have a guilty conscience, bro, and you're guilty. And it's not my job. It's not my job to put anyone in jail, but at this point, I'm gonna be fucking man. I wasn't gonna dress up for Halloween this Halloween. I was Ash Ketchum last Halloween, but I might as well. The way I'm fucking deciphering these messages and catching these fucking pedophiles and war criminals, I'm gonna be Shaggy this Halloween. Fuck it. This is it. I'm gonna be Shaggy, and I'm gonna try to find a fucking Velma or whoever the fuck. Daphne. What is her name? Daphne? I know one of their names is Velma. I'm gonna try to find one of these bad Velma fucking bitches, and I'm gonna shag her. Cause the way I broke this shit down, and like the thing the way I fucking broke down the whole Little St. James Island, aka newly named Epstein Island, like they made an island called Little St. James just to disrespect Christianity and did a bunch of pedophile weird stuff. The Jewish people, Epstein and Trump and all, Clinton and all of them, they did a bunch of, allegedly, did a bunch of crazy shit on there. And then, by doing that, they got Epstein caught on purpose, just so they could have people call that island Epstein Island. The way I broke it down in the history, that's it. I'm Shaggy. Unless Shaggy somehow, like, I'm not... they're doing weird shit with cartoon characters where they're making him gay. I'm Shaggy if he's not gay. Because, like, I haven't seen anything gay out of Shaggy. But that's some other weird shit. They're making, like, cartoon characters gay, like Robin. All of a sudden, fucking, in the 2020s or whatever, all of a sudden Robin from Batman and Robin is gay all of a sudden. What the fuck is this, bro? Who's next? They're gonna call fucking Batman gay? Batman was never gay. He was fucking Catwoman's pussy. That's actually kind of a that's kind of a cool way to put it. He was fucking Catwoman's pussy. But anyway, yeah, Batman, he's not fucking gay. So why is his sidekick gay? There's no way. So anyway, a lot of weird shit in the world. Like, all of a sudden, you can't type the word rape or porn, so they find ways around it, and now they call rape grape, like the fruit grape. Now that's a code word for rape, and corn is a code word for porn. And then, like, what's next? Pizza? Oh no, they already fucking, pizza is fucking the elite fucking quote unquote pedophiles. They used fucking pizza with toppings on it as a fucking code word for underage girls like Monica Lewinsky that they fucking raped and sexualized you know? And then they made them look like, oh, like they're promiscuous ladies to fucking take the blame off themselves. What the fuck is that, bro? You got all these song lyrics, fucking Beyonce, even Nas, like, you know, calling Lewinsky, like, I think Nas said some shit like, oh, mad Lewinsky chicks. I think it was Nas that said that. But maybe he didn't know that she was abused when she was younger. But yeah, there are these fucking celebrities to put her name in song lyrics and sexualize her. And it's like, what the fuck, bro? And then she had to tell Beyonce, take her name off the song Partition. Because that was some fucking... that's another thing that I deciphered, right? Beyonce said that he, I guess Jay-Z the Camel, she said that he Monica Lewinsky'd all over her gown. And then Epstein had a painting of Bill Clinton wearing that gown or dress, the same dress that he came on, the Monica Lewinsky dress, and that got him caught when he was when he was doing all that shit. So it's like, you motherfuckers is weird, bro. You're gonna burn in hell, and you know it. You guys even say it. So there's that. This world is fucked. This world is fucked. And then so moving on to the Jets. I'm actually happy they lost. Because if they would have won, I would have been like, oh man, maybe if we win like 9-10 games, we might make the playoffs. And I'm like, this is it. This is where I want to be. Because as a franchise, right? What do GMs get fired for and coaches? They get fired because they're not making the future of they're not raising the chances of them winning in the future, right? And so if you win the Super Bowl, you're most likely not going to win the next year. So you got to, in order to raise your chances of winning the Super Bowl, the championship, in order to do that, you gotta lose. So then the next year, you're going to have a higher chance of winning. Because most of the people that win the Super Bowl, they don't win the next year. So yeah, Jets were exactly where we want to be. We got Justin Fields back, and it didn't even matter because we lost. Well, one thing I'm not happy about is Tyreek Hill getting injured. He's like, what the fuck, Jets? Why are you going to injure him if we're not going to win? Like, I didn't like seeing that injury. It was a really bad injury, and I hope somehow Tyreek Hill can recover and be back better next season. Because he's a great player, and I don't like seeing anyone get injured, and that was some fucking cringy shit to see. So yeah, hopefully Tyreek Hill, he gets better. And yeah, whatever. I'm still gonna be a Jets fan forever because they have such nice jerseys, you know. The Jets jerseys, they're so nice that the fucking Philadelphia Eagles, they had to make their jerseys kind of look like ours. I'm looking at these new fucking Eagles jerseys and like, I don't know, I feel like they kind of fucking, with the color and shit, and like the simpleness of the design scheme, some of their newer, like lighter green jerseys kind of look like ours. Because if you look at the older Eagles jerseys, they were like more dark green. Now they made it look more like the fucking Jets. It's like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Fuck you and your fucking push. I'm not gonna say the word that comes before it because it's crazy. Fuck you and your whole corny fucking style of play. You got Saquon Barkley and fucking Jalen Hurts. And like, you know, you got a good team and you still do that gay shit. Fuck out of here. And Philly fans, you guys are a bunch of fucking scumbags. So get the fuck out of here.